By the time your child turns 18, there's a real chance they'll be wearing glasses. Not because of bad genes, not because it runs in the family, but because of something happening in almost every single American household right now. Something silently reshaping your child's eyes while you're not even watching. In just the last 30 years, the number of American kids needing glasses has nearly doubled. Doctors are now putting prescription lenses on 5 and 6-year-olds. Kids who, a generation ago, wouldn't have needed glasses until their teens, if ever. And scientists are predicting that by 2050, half the entire world's population will be nearsighted. Half. That's not a small trend. That's a global shift happening inside our children's eyes. And most parents have no idea it's even happening. If you have children, or you're planning to one day, stop scrolling for the next few minutes. This could change how your family lives. So what's actually happening? Let's start with the scary part. Every single day, your child's eyes are physically growing and changing shape. In a healthy world, that growth stays balanced. The eyeball grows just enough and stops at the right point. But something in modern life is bending that growth in the wrong direction. It's stretching the eyeball just slightly too long front to back. And once that happens, it usually doesn't reverse. It only gets worse, year after year, unless something interrupts it early. This condition is called myopia, nearsightedness. And it's not just needing glasses to see the board. In more severe cases, an elongated eyeball raises the risk of serious problems. Later in life, things like retinal detachment, glaucoma, even permanent vision loss in adulthood. This isn't just a cosmetic inconvenience. This is a structural change happening inside a child's eye that can follow them for the rest of their life. Now here's what's actually driving it. The average American kid spends 5 to 7 hours a day staring at a screen, phones, tablets, laptops for school, TV in the background. Every single one of those hours is spent focusing at the same short distance. Over and over, thousands of times a day. Their eyes were never built for that. Not at this scale. Not this young. Compare that to a generation ago, when kids spent most of their free hours outside, looking at distant trees, open skies, far-off streets, constantly shifting focus across long distances. That kind of visual environment is exactly what growing eyes need. And it's disappearing. But here's the part almost nobody talks about, the one factor eye doctors say might matter even more than screens themselves. Sunlight. Kids today spend dramatically less time outside than kids did 20 or 30 years ago, and multiple studies have found that natural daylight actually helps regulate healthy eye growth. Some researchers believe it's not really about screens at all. It's about what screens are replacing. Now, here's what's driving it. The average American kid spends 5 to 7 hours a day staring at a screen. Every one of those hours is spent focusing at the same short distance, over and over, thousands of times a day. Their eyes were never built for that, not at this scale, not this young. But here's the part almost nobody talks about, the one thing eye doctors say might matter even more than screens, sunlight. Kids today spend dramatically less time outside than kids did 20 or 30 years ago, and multiple studies have found that natural daylight actually helps regulate healthy eye growth. Less sunlight, more myopia. It's that direct. Add in dim bedrooms, phones held 2 inches from the face, hours hunched over homework with bad lighting, and you've got a perfect storm quietly forming behind your child's eyes, one screen session at a time. Here's the part that should genuinely worry you. Once nearsightedness starts in a child, it doesn't just stay mild. It tends to progress every single year until their eyes stop growing in their late teens, which means the earlier it starts, the worse it usually gets. But, and this matters, you are not powerless here, not even close. Eye doctors have identified simple habits that can slow this down. Sometimes stop it almost completely. The 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes on a screen, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. At least 1 to 2 hours outside every day. This alone has been shown to significantly cut the risk. Annual eye exams starting young, so problems get caught before the prescription spirals. and simple things like better lighting and keeping screens at a proper distance. None of this is complicated. It's just not being talked about loud enough. Your child's eyes are developing right now, today, while you watch this video. The habits you build with them this year could be the difference between them wearing glasses at 8 or 18 or never at all. If this opened your eyes, share it with another parent before it's too late for theirs. And before you go, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because Dr. Zoe brings you a new video like this every single week, breaking down the health truths that actually matter for your family. And tell me in the comments, did you wear glasses as a kid?